Hey everybody, before you continue watching the video, make sure you give the channel a like and subscribe. Go and follow us on Instagram. Go and check out all the different social media scenarios. Make sure if you're enjoying the content, go there, like, subscribe, follow, so we can keep putting stuff out. If you've got any questions, leave a comment. All right, make a comment on either of our pages and we'll answer them as soon as we can.
Necessarily talk about the appetite. I'm talking more about the unequal world. Like, so have you been back to South Africa?
No.
Oh, that's different, because what I'm saying, like, when I go back to Brazil and I look at the reality there, or I look what everything, it's like a few transactions, you know what I mean, that I have to do, or the system. I have to use the system. You know, I have to go to the bank, or I have to go to the hospital, or I have to rent a car, which happened to me. And I read the contract. There's things that goes on that are like a completely disagree, you know what I mean? Because they're not the same as here. But you haven't been back. So maybe that's in that level you can't relate it to me. Yeah. It makes me really angry in a way.
Because for me, I still got this beautiful picture of what South Africa looks like. And everybody comes back and tells me how bad it is, you know? Yeah. So I can't relate to that yet because I haven't been back. You know, pictures, what they tell me, I can't picture it. I can't picture it, but it's in my mind, I have the beautiful.
You kept good memories.
You have the memory of your childhood and enjoyment and all fun.
And I can understand these people because there's no dole system, or there's no money for them and things like that. What happens is the government promises, every time there's election, they promise them, they just promise them the world, you know, then they come out from the bush and they come into the cities. Suddenly it's not there for them, so they just live in the streets and things like that, you know.
And then revert to violence. And
because there's no money and all that stuff.
Nothing else to do.
They have to steal.
Yeah, fundamentally, when the system fails, doesn't matter how you keep an eye, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to look at that, and you have your life. I'm well, I make money, my family is well, but eventually, like a kid that doesn't go to school is gonna put a gun in your head. Eventually, that will reflect on your well-being, you know what I mean? So that's why I get a bit angry sometimes, you know, with that at the time.
And the thing is, like, I don't get angry, but what I see sometimes is, like, they have all the infrastructure they have, but when they get upset with something, they go burn it down, they burn the schools down. And you think, why do you do that?
True,
you know?
True.
Yeah. You're fighting for it, but then they give it to you, and then you go burn it down, you know?
But that's no different than the stuff happening here in Australia, in Melbourne and stuff like that, with people getting upset. It's like, people have all this rage and anger and they're unhappy about their situation, but they don't channel it into anything productive. They actually work against themselves. They're so caught up in emotion that they actually destroy the things that were beneficial to them, like schools, like the infrastructure of housing and businesses and blah, blah. And a lot of the time, the people that you're destroying, man, they're in the same position as you. You know what I mean? They go in Melbourne, they smash all these car windows and break people's cars and burn things down and whatever will happen in the US. Same with COVID, man. You're just destroying people's businesses. Like, what's that got? That's not affecting the government. That doesn't change anything. And, you know, like, everyone's always going to be critical of whatever governing system that's involved because it's impossible to be perfect. It's impossible to make everybody happy, to make decisions that are going to benefit everyone. Now, most of the time, the problem is the people that are in those positions don't really consider the effect on the majority. They just think about what's going to be best for us and our group of people that are involved, and they make deals with people that they know that makes more money for them, and they're not really governing for everybody. They're just governing for themselves, and of course, it's going to make people angry. You know what I mean? But what do? It's a very difficult system. Some people are doing the right thing, some people aren't. And it only takes a small percentage of people to ruin everything for everyone, just like the people getting upset and angry and burning down schools and everything.
And especially today, you have so many different cultures living in one thing, and their rules are different to their rules. And to try to come to happy media is pretty hard, you know. I know a lot of people say, I went and roamed with the Romans do, you know, but sometimes it's hard to get that culture out of them to fit in, you know.
Absolutely.
Especially like the Africans, when like in I think it's Melbourne or down there somewhere. One of those
States.
yeah, like the Africans come there and they still have that thing of fighting, sorting their problems out, and come in here and we call it gang wars, but it's just tribal wars. You know? That family fighting against that family because over there they were different tribes.
Yeah.
So we call them big gang fights and things like that. You know. So
Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give it a like, subscribe, and a follow. Check out all our different social media platforms. There's heaps of content coming out. There's different snippets and content on different platforms. So make sure you're on everything. And again, if it helped you out, recommend to somebody else, and hopefully it'll help them out too.